Does the Conference of the Parties, or COP28, have any relevance to Africa? A continent that contributes only 2 to 3% of global emissions, yet suffers some of the most severe impacts of climate change. The answer is a resounding yes. Let's delve into this. The COP28 meeting, held in Dubai, started with an air of anticipation. A global gathering of nations, it was a stage for countries to present their updated plans on lowering greenhouse gas emissions. However, the absence of President Joe Biden and climate activist Greta Thunberg did not go unnoticed. As the meeting progressed, the focus shifted to the elephant in the room, the location. Dubai, a major oil producer, was hosting a conference aimed at phasing out CO2-emitting coal, oil, and gas. An ironic choice indeed, but it did not deter nations from pushing for a deal. As days turned into weeks, the discussions became more intense. The carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere, the highest in millions of years, was a stark reminder of the urgency at hand. The conference was not just about reducing greenhouse gas emissions. It was about implementing climate plans, about making a difference, about survival. But amidst the global concerns, where did Africa stand? The continent's plight, though not at the forefront, was not forgotten. The COP28 meeting recognized the significant loss and damage caused by climate change in Africa. The Nairobi Declaration, adopted at the Africa Climate Summit, proposed global taxes and reforms to fund climate action in Africa. The Africa Development Bank announced $23 billion in financing for green growth, with additional funds pledged by the UAE and Germany. However, the challenges were apparent. Limited access to electricity, need for increased private sector investment, and concerns about the integrity and transparency of carbon markets in Africa were some of the issues highlighted. As the COP28 meeting concluded, it left behind a mixed bag. There were promises made, funds pledged, and plans discussed. But there were also glaring absences, unmet expectations, and complex challenges. So, what does this mean for Africa? The COP28 meeting was a step forward, but only a small one. It acknowledged Africa's vulnerability to climate change and proposed measures to mitigate it. But the path ahead is long and arduous. The continent's struggle with climate change is far from over, and the world needs to pay attention. Africa, after all, is a stark reminder of the harsh reality of climate change, a reality that no country, no continent can escape. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the relevance of COP28 meeting to Africa.